What the fuck? Hello, gentlemen! I don't think there's any ladies around. Is there any ladies around? Anyways, here's your favorite YouTuber, Blend Miner. And last tutorial, we did this. Where we basically had, if I could at least... wait a second, my keyboard is all great. Yeah, we had this going on. New character controller. We had an infinite world. Had and have. And chunks disappear after us. So what I want to do now is make myself able to destroy blocks, right? I want to be able to click and the blocks. Anyhow, what was I saying? Yeah, and then the block pops out of existence, and maybe we right click and another block pops into existence. What do you think? I think it would be a great thing, wouldn't it? You gotta admit, it would be an amazing thing. So let's actually do that. What the fuck are we waiting for? So player, new, script, block controller. Then we add this block controller to our main camera. Bam! Then we want to go ahead and create here a new empty game object. We want to, well, I'm going to put it at 000, so got a little bit more better things to work with. Better things to work with. I'm going to call this block highlighter. I'm not entirely sure what to put in here. I'm gonna put 0.5. If we gotta change this maybe later. It really depends on how things will work out. I'm not sure where to put this little empty game object in which side of it. Alright, so I'm gonna leave it like this for now. Then we're gonna adjust it. We wanna go ahead and make it a prefab. We also wanna make a material for it. BH standing for block highlight. We're gonna add that there. We wanna now add a little bit of transparency, and also for this work we need to make this transparent diffuse, just like that. Isn't that amazing? Good. So we got our little block highlighter, we got it saved, we can delete that now. And let's open our block controller, ladies and gents, because I don't think there are any ladies. I'm not saying that there shouldn't be. I just say that I don't think there is. Anyhow, enough of that. Me being such a fucking asshole. Let's actually start doing something. Let's do a void update, right? And in this void update we want to do a raycast. So first we want to check if we're clicking the left button. So if input.get mouse button down we want to do raycast hit ray, and then physics.raycast at transform that position, and then transform that forward, and then come on, direction distance 7 units in front of me. And I also want to do if that, and then I want to say out ray. I think that's how it works, or maybe it's something like that. Yeah. I think we should actually do here a layer mask. And we want to do this public though. Want to make it public, and then we're gonna apply this right there, layer mask. Okie dokie. So we got this going on. Now, what we're gonna do is vector free block position. It's equal to hit. Hit that point, but thing is, we wanna get the. We wanna do this new vector free. Hit that point at x, hit that point at y, hit that hit that point at z, and then we wanna round it up. to the closest integer. So yeah, that's how we want to do it. Then we want to go ahead and do also a public game object, bh prefab, and then another one's just saying bh. So then we do void awake, and we say bh it's equal to game object that instantiate bh prefab. It doesn't really matter where vector3.0 quaternion that identity as game object. And then here we just want to say bh that runs from that position is equal to the block position. Oops. Actually, I did that wrong. We want to do this every time, and then we want to do this if inside this thing, just like that. Stupid me, isn't it? Anyways, we're gonna play. Oh yeah, I forgot to assign. Yeah, this one doesn't really need to be public. Prefabs, block highlighter. We want to go ahead and say that this little fellow here stands in the player layer. If people could stop knocking my door. We want to say that this fellow here is part of the player layer, so we're gonna collide with everything but the player. Good, awesome, play. So now we got that thing going on right. Oh yeah, it's colliding with the fucking block. Also, I don't want to collide with the ignore raycast, neither that. I just want to collide with the default, basically. And I'm gonna create another layer. No, actually, I'm just gonna say ignore raycast because we're not colliding with the ignore raycast. So now let's see how that works out. Good. Is that good? No, that's not good. That is not good. You see, mate, we are pointing to that block, and it's the cube is this way, so we just need to change some things on the X, for instance, just like that, and on the Y we gotta move it down, and on the Z maybe? No, so yeah, that's how we gotta put it. Let's change that. And another thing I actually forgot to change, this thing, let's make it a little bit thicker, so it actually englobes the block it's at. And then I'm gonna make this a little bit more transparent. It doesn't really need to be that much visible, it just like stands way too much to the eye. I like subtle things. Not that subtle though. So that's very weird. Did we apply every single change? And make it a little bit more visible. I'm gonna try and make it even more thicker because it was going all over the place. Why was it going all over the place? I'm not entirely sure about this. I'm gonna do math.floor to end because it seems kinda awkward. Things aren't playing along as good as I was expecting them to. Not indeed. I'm pointing to that block. Like, what is going on? Pointing to that face, pointing to that face. Why does it change to which face I'm fucking pointing at? I'm really lost, and it doesn't make any sense for this to be like that. I'm gonna put minus on every single one of them. I'm pointing at that block. No, that didn't make sense after all. But like, pointing right down, okay? There it is. I'm pointing at this block right now. Why is it over there? Is it something wrong with this fella? We need to move it around there. So here is 0, basically. Is that what you're trying to tell me? No, it cannot be 0. Mate, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh shit, it's totally not what I meant to do. Calm your horses. It's 0.5, okay? 0.5. So now I'm pointing at you. Oh, there, no, there. What the fuck? Okay, one thing I want to do is remove the box collider. We don't need that. Another thing we want to do is, if we don't have any hit detected, we are just gonna say bh.set active false, and here we are actually gonna say bh.set active true. I don't think. I'm gonna just do a check if active in hierarchy. If it isn't actually active in hierarchy, we set it to active. So yeah, I've actually changed this to hit that point just to analyze where what was going on. So if we get out of range, it will disappear instead of just standing there. Yes, indeed. Let's actually try and subtract something. Let's try and subtract the normal divided by 2 so we can get like the center of the block. I think that's gonna work better. Let's do world block position is equal to hit that point minus hit dot hit. Why wasn't it divided by 2? Fuck. Anyhow, here instead of being hit that point, we're gonna replace that with that fella. And let's see how that plays out. Now, let's actually replace this. So we need to move it up to the right, which gives us 0, 0, 0. Nope, sorry, 0.5, 0.5, 0.5. So let's do that. 0.5 on everyone, and I'm gonna make this a little bit smaller. Cross your fingers, people. Seems to be working. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. I don't really remember how I did it last time, so that's why I had a little bit of trouble there. I thought it would work quite simply just by rounding the... well, I thought wrong, as you can see. Anyways, it is working. We can see the block that we are highlighting. So now, when we actually click the button, we're gonna say chunk that's set world block at the block position byte block ID. I don't know, I'm gonna give it 2, just cobblestone for now. I think it's stone, I'm not entirely sure what texture we are accessing. So if I click it, oh, I forgot something as well. Instead of boolean, I'm gonna return a chunk, okay? I'm gonna return C, okay? right? Yeah. And here I'm gonna do chunk C is equal to set block. So I'm gonna do then if C isn't null, then C that dirty is equal to true. So now it should work. Yay! We can actually replace block. We don't want to replace it, we actually want to remove it, right? So to remove it, can you shut up? Thank you. To remove it, it's quite simple. We just gotta give it the ID of the air blocks, which is 0, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, give it 0, and you are able to remove it. Now you can see there is a little issue where this didn't update, so we need to, if we are on the chunk border, we need to make sure to update everything around us, so we don't get the issue like that. We don't want to get that. But if we feel like updated, you can see it fixes itself. So yeah, let's actually do that. How are we gonna do that? So whenever we click, we're actually saying that this chunk is dirty, right? So we're gonna do something like this. Vector free local position. We actually want to do the local position we're getting right here. Position is going to be our block position, which is the world position, right? So this will give us the local position. Then we want to do something like if local position dot x it's equal to 0 or local position dot x it's equal to 16. I'm going to do as well for the other ones. So actually, instead of 16, we should do 15, and instead of 15, actually, I'm going to do this -1. Like so. Here we want to say y, z, z, like that. Then, if we are in the border of our current chunk, ay, damn it. Fuck. Why did I say all that? Because we should do this all individually, actually, so we know which chunk to access. It's quite fun. My sister is learning to write, and she wrote some pretty interesting stuff. Anyways, getting to the... Yeah, I got, again, disturbed by some people. I mean, it's amazing, isn't it? Anyways, so if our local position at x is equal to 0, then we want to go ahead and say chunk C, chunk nc, which is equal to chunk dot get chunk at c the world position, see that position, chunk position plus, and again chunk position. What was I even doing? Plus new vector free chunk down with... I am so fucking pissed right now. And we want to do, if this isn't null, then we say it is dirty. And of course we want to copy this for every single one of them, but we want to change this for positive. We want to change this one to over here, this one's over here as well, but changed it to plus. Then we want to go ahead and remove all that. and actually do chunk the height. Here we want to do minus. Let's see how that worked out. So it does appear that it has worked. Actually, you could see there. Wait. Did you catch that? Did you catch that? Yeah. That was the other chunk. I don't know if you catched it. You should have catched it. It was amazing. Let's see if you catch it again. And right. No, cannot see anything. Maybe I didn't catch it. Maybe I'm the dumb one. I did just call you dumb. Yeah, anyways, you get the point. So you can also dig down. Well, you will get to the end of everything, but you can dig down. Actually, that brings me the idea. Let's add bedrock. Why not? Let's have some fun. I mean, I'm so frustrated right now. I just want to add some bedrock. And then the texture is textures, terrain. No, that's not the right one. It would be the same, actually. It doesn't really matter. And yeah, that's cobblestone. I think that's the stone one. So we are indeed. This isn't stone. This is cobblestone, you bitch. We just need to. There. Where is bedrock? I wouldn't even know. Is that bedrock? Wait a minute. This will take half an hour to open. Actually, it opened right away. But I still paused it because I'm a dumbass. You know, a good way is that lava. No, it is not bedrock. A good way to actually find out is Minecraft texture. Images. Bam. Full size. Fuck you. It's this one right there. It's that one. Okay, so that is at 1-1, I think. Not entirely sure. No, that is at 1 on the X and 14, I think, on this one. It's the same thing as, yeah, the stone, but minus 1 block below. The cobblestone, sorry, the cobblestone. I'm not entirely sure if that's cobblestone or stone, but anyways, it's, I didn't even use the block. I'm such a dumbass. Over here on the C map, we want to do if that else. So if worldwide position is equals to 0, I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna say here 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, exactly. Play. So if we dig down, by my calculations, we should have seen bedrock, but we don't. Maybe if you do, if it is equal to 1, no, there's still dirt. Say what? I'm kind of lost now, cause it should be the maybe that's why the height map wasn't working. Let's dig down and see if there's only 1 block of. Yeah, so our floor point is actually our height. What? So that's why the fucking height map wasn't working, because we were 16 units, actually 15 units. Anyways, the high map doesn't matter now, but still, You fucking dumbass. Okay, so how many blocks of actually... Okay, let's do an int... nah, that's good enough. Never mind. Here we're actually going to say... whenever you click that, we're going to say... if chunk.get world block position is equal to 4, or I guess we could do actually block selected block, which is equal to block that. Isn't there a get block thing? Actually, we don't need to do that, we just need to do that. Actually, that. What? Oh. Wait, byte b is equal to that. Then if b is bigger than 0, meaning a solid block, something that we can actually access, then we do this check, right? And we want to check if our block, so if select the block that this not display name, that name, it's equal to bedrock, then we want to actually return. We don't want to continue with our journey to replace the block. We want to stop right there. So what this should allow us to do is actually dig down, but we cannot go underneath bedrock, so we cannot fall through the world. Yeah, you can actually see a lot of so this chunk right here is different. Is another chunk is like different from this one. So as we go ahead and break it, you can see it generating. It generates fast, but not fast enough for our eye to like miss that. Sometimes you can catch it. Yeah, here was another one. Was it this way? No, it was. Yeah, this is another chunk right there. We can even go ahead and show you that we have indeed. This chunk is different from this one, so that's why you see that little white hole popping whenever you break things. Yeah, so we got it. We got to break blocks. Now let's actually place blocks. I'm gonna do this. I think it's button down 1 if I'm not mistaken, the right click. And we are gonna do I'm gonna do this. Well, I'm gonna do actually block add position, block add position. I think here we actually want to add. You know what? We can actually see by doing that where that position will take us. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, there. It's working. Awesome. So block add position. Well, it's quite easy. Quite the same thing basically. We just do that. Then we want to again check if the chunk is null or not. And if the chunk isn't null, we want to say it's dirty. So we change the block. And then we can choose the block that we want to place. And here we actually need to change this to block add position instead of block position. So now, hey, that makes quite a line right there. Look at this. The randomness isn't that random. I mean, it is random, but I mean, what's the odds of getting these like kind of a straight lines? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it random? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's quite odd. Anyways, right click and you can actually place blocks. One thing you gotta watch out for, we don't check if the player is inside the block, so if you place a block right here, we can see we are inside the chunk. And if you place a block right underneath you, that happens, right? So that's something you gotta keep in mind. You don't wanna fuck that up. That was quite a tutorial, wasn't it? So we are finished. We can move along. You can close the video. Why the fuck are you still here? Well, I have something in my teeth, so I mean, you can tell me. I won't take you like, I mean, I don't know why you didn't tell me earlier, you piece of shit. I have something on my teeth. Oh, you little prick. I don't know what I'm rambling about. I don't know why you're still on this video. I mean, we can go. I don't need anything from you. The tutorial is over. It's finished. Oh, actually, now that we are here, I can actually ask you, would you like me to do some, I don't know, live streams or something? I mean, I think it would be quite cool. At first we would have like, what, 3 persons viewing? Maybe even 2 or 1, I don't know. It will be very sad at the beginning, but then, I don't know, it might actually grow. It'd be interesting, because you could actually ask questions while I'm doing all this bullshit. I mean, if you don't understand something, you can just ask me and I'll try to go into more details. I mean, that's the whole reason why I'm doing this, for you to like learn how things like Minecraft were done and what techniques they used. And I mean, not really what techniques they used, because like I told you, I'm not really a specialist in this type of things. This is like my second tutorial on this thing, and the only reason I'm redoing it is because I did the first one in Portuguese, and I wanted to make another one in English. So yeah.